On this day in 1971, the 1st of October, Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida was born. It is also known as the most magical place on earth, created by the one and only Walt Disney. This year, they are celebrating 50 golden years of magic, happiness, and fun for the whole family from all parts of the world, where dreams come true. This season, Dancing with the Stars decided to do a special twist. Instead of calling it Disney Night like they always do, they're calling it Disney Week, a 2-night special to celebrate their 50th anniversary. So, sit back and relax and enjoy the first episode recap of Disney Week Night 1, Heroes Night. Thank you. How's it going, guys? It's Eric Sharkey, aka Dancing with the Stars Superfan, back with another video. And as you can tell by the intro and the theme this week on Dancing with the Stars, it is the first night of Disney Week. They're going to have not one, but 2 Disney nights. The first one will be Heroes Night, and the next night will be Villains Night. When I was a kid myself, I went to Disney World with my family. The last time I went there, I was a senior in high school. And let me tell you guys, I had a blast. When you guys visit the happiest place on earth, you feel like a kid at heart. No matter how old you are, it doesn't make any difference. Just like I did last year, I'm just going to say the song title and the Disney movie instead of the artist. So, we are going to go over everything that happened during the first night of Disney Week, including the Mickey Dance Challenge, the first time they are doing it. Also, Cody and Cheryl are back in the ballroom, as well as Derek Huff back as a judge as well. And if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and smash that like button and turn on that post notification bell to keep up to date on my next Dancing with the Stars content video. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we get to the dances, let's talk about the Mickey Dance Challenge. Each couple was given the Mickey Dance Challenge, where they had to follow the dance moves that were given to them from Mickey Mouse. The judges decide at the end of the night who they think used the moves the best in their dance. The winner will be awarded 2 extra points. Now, let's get to the dances of that night. First up is JoJo and Jenna dancing the Beanies Waltz to A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella. JoJo was Prince Charming and Jenna was Cinderella. It was smooth and elegant, and also the footwork and the lines were great as well. I thought that they were going to be nervous about going first because that usually happens when you go first, but it tells me that they weren't nervous at all. So Judge Guizar, Carrie Ann a 9, Len an 8, Derek a 9, Bruno a 9, giving them a score 35 out of 40, which means JoJo and Jenna got the first 9s of the season. Next up is Melanie C. and Gleb dancing jazz to Step in Time from Mary Poppins. I felt like I was watching Mary Poppins on Broadway. Even though it was out of sync at times and had some trouble with the dance as well, it was still another good dance. So Judge Guizar, Carrie Ann a 7, Len an 8, Derek an 8, Bruno an 8, giving them a score 31 out of 40. Next up is Matt and Lindsay dancing the quick step to End Credits from The Incredibles. Fun fact, Frozone is Matt's favorite superhero, and he kind of looks like him. At first, I wasn't sure how well he was going to do in the quick step because he was wearing the goggles, but he pulled it off very well. His footwork was better, but his technique needs some work. So Judge Guizar, Carrie Ann a 6, Len a 6, Derek a 7, Bruno a 7, giving them a score 26 out of 40. Next up is Jimmy and Emma dancing the Paso Doble to I'll Make a Man Out of You from Milan. Needless to say, I was impressed with their Paso Doble. Jimmy did a great job attacking the dance and everything, but even though he had a slight problem with his shoulders, it didn't matter to them whatsoever. This dance is dedicated to his late father. So Judge Guizar, Carrie Ann an 8, Len a 7, Derek an 8, Bruno a 7, giving them a score 30 out of 40. Next up is Amanda and Alan dancing the rumba to You'll Be in My Heart from Tarzan. The spins, the hips, and the moves were spot on wonderful in that rumba. But Len and Carrie Ann thought they missed the Mickey Dance Challenge because they messed up a little bit. Even though they did mess up a little bit on the Mickey Dance Challenge, it was still another great dance from them, by the way. So Judge Guizar, there were all 8s from the judges, giving them a score 32 out of 40. Next up is Olivia and Val dancing the samba to I Just Can't Wait to Be King from The Lion King. There were so many praises from the judges, and the Mickey Dance Challenge had a twist to it, so they did well on that. There was so much samba content to it, and Olivia is getting better and better each week. So Judge Guizar, Carrie Ann an 8, Len a 9, Derek a 9, Bruno a 9, giving them a score 35 out of 40. Next up is The Miz and Whitney dancing the quick step to Friend Like Me from Aladdin. They also did well with the Mickey Dance Challenge as well. He was light on his feet, his control was so much better, and the judges are so proud of his work ethic so far. So Joseph Guizar carrying on an 8, Len a 7, Derek an 8, Bruno an 8, giving him a score 31 out of 40. Next up is Kenya and Brandon dancing the contemporary to How Far I'll Go from Moana. This dance is dedicated to her own daughter Brooklyn. Although there were a couple of mishaps, the judges did like the dance. One of the mishaps were the lips, by the way. So Joseph Guizar carrying on a 7, Len a 7, Derek an 8, Bruno a 7, giving them a score 29 out of 40. Next up is Brian and Charna dancing the waltz to Someday My Prince Will Come from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Usually kids say Snow White and the Seven Dorks. I felt like the waltz was kind of lacking, and as you could tell by Len, he didn't like it. Also, the judges felt like they were loving each other too much. So Joseph Guizar carrying on a 6, Len a 6, Derek a 7, Bruno a 6, giving them a score 25 out of 40. Next up is Suni and Sasha dancing the salsa to Colombia Mi Encanto from the new movie Encanto. What I really liked about their salsa are the flips, the dance was open and free at the same time, and it had a lot of spice to it. Lastly, Len was proud that she came out of her shell. So Joseph Guizar carrying on an 8, Len an 8, Derek a 9, Bruno an 8, giving them a score 33 out of 40. Next up is Melora and Artem dancing the quick step to I Wanna Be Like You from the Jungle Book. I really like that they include some moves from the Charleston. Bruno thought it was the best quick step so far this season, Len thought it was her best dance so far, and Carrie-Anne and Derek liked it as well. As for Derek, he was jumping up and down, and he felt like this was the best dance of that night, and I agree with him 100%. So Joseph Guizar, there were all 9s from the judges, giving them a score 36 out of 40. Wow! Melora and Artem at the top of the leaderboard past JoJo and Jenna? That is unbelievable in my book. Next up is Cody and Cheryl dancing the jive to Stand Out from a Goofy movie, one of my favorite movies as a kid. I love the moves a lot, especially the beginning, including the moonwalk. I know he had some problems with the kicks and flicks, but in my mind, they did a nice job. Now that's what I call a comeback. So Joseph Guizar carrying on a 7, Len a 6, Derek a 7, Bruno a 7, giving them a score 27 out of 40. Last up is Iman and Daniela dancing the foxtrot to Let It Go from Frozen. And let me tell you guys, Iman did not, I repeat, did not disappoint me. He was smooth, elegant, and everything about that foxtrot was phenomenal because the judges seemed to like it a lot. So Joseph Guizar carrying on an 8, Len a 6, Derek an 8, Bruno an 8, giving them a score 30 out of 40. That 6 that Len gave to them was a little bit harsh. Before we get to the leaderboard for the first night of Disney Week, let's find out who won the Mickey Dance Challenge. The couple who got the 2 points for the Mickey Dance Challenge were Jimmy and Emma. That decision was made by the head judge, Len Goodman. Now, let's take a look at the leaderboard from night 1. At the top of the leaderboard are Melora and Artem with 36 points, a two-way tie for second with 35 points, JoJo and Jenna, and Olivia and Val. Suni and Sasha with 33 points, Amanda and Alan and Jimmy and Emma tied with 32 points, Melanie C and Gleb and The Miz and Whitney tied with 31 points, Iman and Daniela with 30 points, Kenya and Brandon with 29 points, Cody and Cheryl with 27 points, Matt and Lindsay with 26 points, and Brian and Sharna at the bottom with 25 points. So the best dances of the night are JoJo Siwa, Melora Harding, and Olivia Jade. And the improvements of the night are Suni Lee and Iman Shumpert. And the comeback dancers of the night is, without a doubt, Cody Rigsby. As we know, nobody got eliminated that night, which means everybody is safe and will be dancing during Villains Night, the second night of Disney Week. That also means another couple will be going home the next night. I don't know if it's going to be one couple or 2 couples going home, but we'll see what happens. Just let me know in the comments down below on which one of the Disney dances were your favorite of that night. Mine were Melora and Artem, and Olivia and Val. So anyways, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Eric Sharkey, aka Dance with the Stars Superfan. See you tomorrow.